There's just been this thing about my sexuality, and people have been talking about it for so long, and...
Yeah, 15-year-old Shawn Mendes was the life of the party with his debut in 2014. He's pretty much been the talk of the party as well since then, as people speculated about his sexuality, myself included, not when he was 15. I can't remember when I don't know, started engaging in that conversation with people, but not when he's 15.
I didn't get to kind of do a lot of 15-year-old things and discover parts of myself that you do at 15.
In 2016, when he was 17, Shawn took to Snapchat after he watched some interviews that he'd done on YouTube.
And I was going down the comments and noticed a lot of people were saying that I give them a gay vibe. First of all, I'm not gay. Now, I'm not frustrated because people were saying that I was gay at all. I have no problem with that because it wouldn't make a difference to me. I'm frustrated because in this day and age, people have the audacity to write online that I'm gay as if it were a bad thing.
In November 2018, when Rolling Stone asked him about how he felt about the speculation, Shawn responded, "I'd like to say I don't care about it, but that's not true. In the back of my heart, I feel like I need to go be seen with someone, like a girl in public, to prove to people that I'm not gay."
I love it when you call me señorita.
In 2019 is when Shawn started dating Camila Cabello, and that certainly quieted the chatter, but it didn't end the chatter.
How do I feel about people assuming I'm gay? Wow. I don't care at all anymore. Honestly, when I was younger, it used to bug me, not because I felt any personal, aggression towards it. I just felt bad for, maybe younger guys who were struggling with maybe coming out and seeing those tweets and it making them even more scared to come out.
They broke up in November 2021.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time with social media at the moment and just kind of my relationship with it.
So say what's in my chest, spill my words and tear me down until there's nothing left.
And when I make music, the ultimate goal is to kind of be sitting there and have some sort of my own truth revealed to me.
Keep telling me that it gets better. Maybe I should stop and start confessing.
Using music as like a platform to be able to get to a place inside of myself that I wouldn't be able to get through by just kind of talking with people.
I get a little bit nervous around you. When I cry into my hands, I'm conditioned to feel like it makes me less of a man.
And then Shawn started his Wonder the World Tour in March 2022.
I wonder what it's like to be loved by you.
And he only did 8 shows before he eventually canceled the entire rest of the tour. And yeah, we haven't really seen him much over the past 2.5 years. Yeah, we've seen it a couple times, but I mean, he's pretty much been out of the spotlight for the past 2.5 years. So he's really had a chance to, discover himself. And with Shawn on the verge of giving us his first full album in 4 years, and an album that's going to be, about, a walkabout and self-discovery, he has started performing those songs live. And one of the songs is called The Mountain.
Writing this song felt really important to me because it felt like a moment where I could address it in a way that felt close to my heart.
And the lyrics are, "I have a change of heart. You can say what you need to say. You can say I'm too young. You can say I'm too old. You can say I like girls or boys, whatever fits your mold, but I've never been better. Just call it what you want." Well, before he performed that song last night at Morrison's Red Rock Amphitheater, Shawn had some things he needed to say.
The real truth about my life and my sexuality is that, man, I'm just figuring it out like everyone, and I don't really know sometimes, and I know other times.
So yeah, at the very least, Shawn is saying that he's bisexual. And yeah, I mean, we'll see if it progresses from there. I mean, a lot of guys, first say that they're bisexual and then, yeah, they end up being gay. So, I mean, it doesn't matter either way. But yeah, I think that this is Shawn's way of doing it. That's kind of, revealing it, but kind of, just kind of like putting your toe in the water kind of thing, like not going full out, like, yeah, making a clear, proclamation kind of thing. It's just, yeah, I'm just saying that, he's, figuring it out. And I think obviously he knows he's at least bisexual. And yeah, I know people think, oh, he's 26, what's taking so long? I mean, it's interesting that, yeah, Shawn's like 14 years younger than me. I came out, my coming out, I came out to my family just before I turned 30. And then, in terms of acknowledging it on television, I don't remember exactly when I first did that. It was very just kind of jokes. It's kind of an offhand comment. That would have been after I told my family. So yeah, I didn't, say something on television until I was at least 30, I don't know, 31, I can't remember exactly what it was.
It feels really scary because we live in a society that has a lot to say about that.
I don't think Shawn has anything to worry about. I think that you can tell from the reception of that crowd, a very nice reception from that crowd too. Very warm, very supportive of Shawn.
That's all I really want to say about that for now, but...
This afternoon, Shawn Instagrammed a few photos from last night's show and wrote, "Thank you for your love." Among the photos was a male fan wearing a shirt that said, "My boyfriend is literally on stage." I did think for a second, oh, does that mean he's actually Shawn's? But then he actually commented on this post, this guy, Alexis Romo, and he wrote, "OMG, wait, that's literally me wearing the 'My boyfriend is on stage' shirt." I think that's just a bunch of random letters, and "OMG, I love you," and then a bunch of emojis crying and hearts, and I don't know what those other ones are. So now I'm going with no, that it's not his actual boyfriend.
It always felt like such a intrusion on something very personal to me, something that I was figuring out in myself, something that I had yet to discover and still have yet to discover.
I don't think Shawn has anything to worry about in terms of, losing fans with being bi or gay. It's interesting that kind of the guys that came right after him, they're a little bit younger, have kind of paved the way for Shawn. Like, Lil Nas X and Troye Sivan, of course there's others, but yeah, like they've kind of made it, a pop star can be gay in their heyday. It did cross my mind that Billie Eilish, took a hit on Instagram when she came out. I don't know why, I just don't think it's gonna be the same circumstances with Shawn, because I think it's always been a possibility with Shawn. And then this is the last slide on Shawn's carousel photos. It's a little, I don't know, disheartening to me. Have to kind of read into the photo a little bit. The fact that it's the last one, that I'm assuming it was today, or at least after the concert. Shawn collapsing into his knees and having to be comforted by his bandmates. It strikes me that Shawn is sad or regretful. It should be a rather somewhat, not joyous moment, but at least a moment of relief. It's kind of like the Band-Aid's been taken off, so to speak. Shawn, you've done a really good thing here. Like, this is a good thing to do. And I was going to say it's only gets better, but that was pretty great last night. The crowd was very receptive and very supportive of everything I had to say, so I hope he's doing well today. He should be.
I think it's kind of silly because I think sexuality is such a beautifully complex thing, and it's so hard to just put into boxes.
Sexuality is a very complicated thing that you have to come to accept it yourself, and then you have to think about how you're going to tell people. And telling people when you're a huge star like that, that's a whole other thing.
Say I like girls or boys, whatever fits your mold, oh you can.
So yeah, congratulations, Shawn. I'm happy for you. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Shawn? Yeah, he said he's figuring it out, but we know I know. But he's at least bisexual. What are your thoughts? And I don't want to hear your thoughts on him being bisexual, but just him revealing it in this way.